Hey everyone, Jeremy here, and today we have an unboxing video, and this is the Iron Man Gauntlet from Endgame. This is something I've been wanting in my collection for a while now. I mean, ever since the movie came out, I was like, that's pretty cool to have Iron Man's, technology for the Gauntlet, right? But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this looks, how this feels, because this is a big gauntlet. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the unboxing video and let's see how this looks. I'm very excited to see it. This is going to be the first time I open it, so this will be my first initial thoughts on it. And it slides right out. Oh, just in case you guys wanted to see the box, that's how the box will look. That's how the box looks from that way. So it's pretty cool for sure. And just in case you guys are wondering like where I got it, I did get it on Amazon, and I'm not sure what the price was, but I'll put it up here right now just so you guys can see. So first initial thoughts, this thing is huge. So, just so you guys can see the box, that's the box. I'm just gonna put that aside for now. Put that aside. Boom. You guys see that? This thing is huge. Like, it could even stand on its own, so technically you don't need a stand for this. You really don't. It could just go like that, right? Anywhere you want to put it. And the aesthetic looks really nice. Now let's take off the bag. Boom. Oh my goodness. Look at that right there, man. I'll try to put it closer so you guys can see that. But that looks really, really good. Just the aesthetic of it. Here are all the stones right here. And I know that this gauntlet lights up as well. So we're going to do that in a minute. But just to kind of get the overall feel of this. And this is plastic for sure, obviously. But it's not that heavy. I mean, obviously it's plastic, so you don't expect it to be heavy. But it's not like super light to where it really like doesn't feel that well made. But this feels really good. Now, I'm going to try it on now because, this is something that's how this looks. And look how big it is compared to my hand. Like, let's see if I can get I mean, it's supposed to be big, right? It fits Hulk. So now let's put it on just to kind of see what you can do. Now, since it's so big, I guess for this one you can't really put your fingers all the way into the gauntlet. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there is a little like handle there. And with that handle, there's like little attachments to where you can actually move the fingers. So we're gonna try to do that. And this is a right-handed one as well. So, and the fact that you can actually move with like the fingers and stuff is a plus, because with some gauntlets out there that I've seen from different stores, you can't really move the fingers. So this is pretty cool to be able to move it. You can move the thumbs as well. Right. You can make it into like a fist if you want. But look how big this looks compared to me. Like, sheesh. But this is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, you probably don't want to, I don't know if that's how that works, to put it back to like normal. It didn't feel right, but like it almost sounds like it could break, but Honestly, I don't know. I'm just getting the hang of this. Now, let's just go over like the design and everything. Um, Obviously, it's red and gold, and we'll go through all the stones right here. So we got the soul stone right here. We got the reality stone right here. We got the space stone right there, and we got the power stone, and then we got the time, and then we got the mind stone. Now, honestly, in my opinion, I think my favorite stone here is probably the space stone, just because, I mean, you can teleport basically anywhere you want to go, right? So I think that's pretty cool, in of itself. Not to say that all of these stones, have, they all have like their strengths and stuff, right? The only one I have yet to really see just like by itself is probably the soul stone. Um, I would like to see what the soul stone can do just individually, because we know what all of these can do at once, right? So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is the gauntlet basically. So I think when it comes to the detail, the attention to detail, it's really well made, all the way to like the back of the gauntlet. I mean, obviously they could have done just like regular, just red all around, right? They could have done that. They could have easily done that. Just because when you're wearing the gauntlet, no one's gonna really care about this unless you're like, a fan and you love attention to detail, right? But to me, I love when they really go into detail with their products, with their props and stuff like that. So especially something like this, you kind of want it to have like a lot of details on it, and with this, I mean, it really does. I really like these parts, behind the fingers and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool to say the least. And then even right here, I don't know if you can see, but just like the little lines right here, it's just the attention to detail is really good on this gauntlet. So that's pretty cool. So now these do light up, and I'm gonna get the batteries for that right now so we can see how it looks when they light up. I'm pretty sure it makes sound too. I'll put on the batteries in just a moment. I want you guys to see how this gauntlet looks against or compared to the Thanos gauntlet that I also have. So I'll show you guys that right now. So this is how the gauntlets look side by side. So I got this at like a store. The cool thing about this one is that it's not so big to the point where you have to have something inside in this one to to lock onto the fingers and make a move basically, right? So I'll put it like this. So that's what's cool about this one, and I'll put like a side by side comparison. See, in there you can actually reach into the fingers, and then in this one you have that little latch right there that you have to hold on to move the fingers, like the little wires and stuff. So that is a plus for this one, the fact that you can actually move it. And what's cool about these two is that obviously Thanos's is a left hand gauntlet, and then this one is a right hand. So you can put both of them on if you wanted to. Now the size differences are, I mean, you can tell, right? This one is so much bigger, even though they're supposed to have the same size, but that's because this one is, it wasn't made by Hasbro. I don't think so. This one was, so different company products right there. So watch, I'll put this one on as well, and this one actually does feel pretty good because you can move the fingers and make a fist yourself, and then you can and the detail on this one's pretty good too. So obviously going into buying this one, you like to see the details in this, and this one has a pretty good amount of details, and it's pretty cool. Now this one you can't light up, so that is maybe like a minus if you really want them to light up. I think there was an option to light these up with like individual stones, but I have no idea where those went. So, but we never really tried it, so I don't know if they did light up or not. But this is how this one looks in hand. And then let's put this one on. Okay. See? Boom. Now, as I said before, the size difference is pretty noticeable, but it's really cool to have, you know, both of these, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I got 12 stones here. So, I mean, that's pretty cool in of itself. And since I had this one, I really wanted to get this one right here. So, that's what's really cool about it. You can display it anywhere you want, and it will look good. Anywhere you want. You can just, has to be on, I mean, I don't think it has to be on a hard surface, but obviously you want it to be on a hard surface just so it doesn't wobble. So, yeah. Let me put some batteries into this so you guys can see the light difference. So now I'm gonna put the batteries, and it actually goes in this little compartment right here, and that's where it comes out of. If you can see, that's where it's gonna come out of. You just gotta unscrew that, and then it takes 3 AA batteries for this. So 3 AA batteries is what you're gonna need to power this thing on. So let's put this back on so I can show you guys. So that's what it looks like when it's powered on. And you notice when I close my hands, that's also the noise it makes when you crush your fists. At least that's what would happen right now. But if you noticed, when I put my fingers down, it stays there. So I'm taking my hand out, and now it's stayed, right? That means it's on display mode. So a way to fix that is this little button right here, if you guys can see. I'll show you guys right now. This little button right here, I'll put it up, and that's how it goes. And it's pretty cool because it makes the sounds when you put it on and you move the fingers. And this time, when you move the fingers, you can move it however you want. Like so. And then now you can just release, and now it does that. Just like that. So it's pretty cool. You can do this a lot with the fingers like that. So yeah, that is the Iron Man, or I guess, you know, the one that Hulk wore in Endgame. So this is a pretty cool gauntlet. Honestly, it is pretty big. Think about that when you're trying to buy this. If you just want it, you know, in the background, I think it's pretty cool just to have in the background. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, though. Let me know if you guys think that, you know, this is something that you would love to have, or maybe not. Just let me know why. It's been Jeremy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.